My house is going to smell so good tonight. I already have basil dehydrating in the dehydrator, and now I'm going to add oregano. This is 2 ounces of oregano that I have washed, pat dry, and removed as much as the stem as possible. The 2 ounces of oregano fit nicely on one tray. My one concern is that some of the leaves are so tiny, I'm afraid that during the dehydration process they're going to drop through the tiny holes in the mesh. But I'm fine with that. I'm going to put it on the bottommost rack, and that way if anything falls, it'll just fall into the bottom of the dehydrator. The oregano's been in the dehydrator at 95 degrees for 2 hours now. It still needs a little bit more time. I thought because the leaves were so small it definitely would not take over 2 hours. I'll give it another half hour and check it again. Surprisingly, the parsley is dehydrating. I don't even know that it's going to need another 10 minutes. The basil with the large leaves still needs a lot more time. The oregano took right at 2 hours and 45 minutes to dehydrate. I plan on using my FoodSaver and the vacuum hose attachment for mason jars to store the oregano. The one rule that they say you have to follow is to always leave 1-inch headspace. So that rules out these 2 mason jars and means I need to use the larger one. You can have more than 1-inch headspace, but you need at least 1-inch headspace. I'm glad I chose the larger of the 3 jars. Now that this one's been vacuum sealed, the larger jar, and I look at the medium-sized jar that I had available, I think I would have only had 3/4 of an inch of headspace. So I'm glad I followed the 1-inch headspace rule and chose the largest jar. As I use this oregano, I can always switch over and vacuum seal in the smaller jar. The oregano does smell heavenly. I haven't tried any yet, but I'm very pleased with the outcome.